welcome to Successful Sunday Weight Loss. I'm just here today to give you an update on how the week went and my progress with my weight loss. So how did I do this week? I thought about changing this title to Unsuccessful Weight Loss Sunday because I gained 1.1 pounds. But I'm not discouraged because I really think I know why this happened and how it's going to change next week. So let me share that with you. So as I've mentioned on a couple of my videos, I actually had my third grandchild last Friday on August 2nd. So during that week that followed, my daughter-in-law really had kind of a tough time. They brought the baby home, and so I went over and helped my son. He kind of took the first shift at night, and then I took the second so that he could get some sleep. And so I pretty much stayed over there, I would say almost every night last week. I didn't stay last night. I ended up getting kind of a scratchy throat yesterday, so until this is completely gone, I'm not going to go back. I don't want to take a chance of the baby getting sick. If I'm catching anything, I don't know what it is. Maybe just allergies. So anyway, with the new baby, there were just a lot of changes that happened in the week. First of all, I didn't do any swimming. So there was no exercise whatsoever for the whole week. In fact, I was extremely tired because half of the night I was up taking care of the baby. So there really wasn't enough sleep that I was getting. I had several days that I kind of napped during the day or went to bed really early. And even today, I'm going to have to get caught up putting my kitchen in order. Everything's a mess in my house because of this little baby, this little squirt. So I think the first thing is no exercise. But the biggest thing is that yesterday was my 28th wedding anniversary. And my husband and I had decided that we're both kind of watching our weight. And we decided we wanted to try out this new soup and salad restaurant about 45 minutes away from our house. And during COVID, we used to enjoy going to a restaurant called the Soup Plantation. In other states, it's also known as Sweet Tomatoes. And it's just really good as far as like a salad bar, soup, drinks, all that kind of stuff. And they closed it down during COVID. There's no more soup plantations by us. But this was kind of a soup plantation, kind of a restaurant opened under another name. So we get there, and I'm not exaggerating, there was a line out the door and around the block. So if there's any note to soup plantation owners, please reopen. You can see the public really wants them. So we really didn't want to wait an hour or an hour and a half to have a soup and salad. So we ended up going to a steakhouse nearby. And the first mistake that I made was that we ordered this spinach Parmesan dip appetizer with fried flatbread. And it was so salty. I mean, it was so good. We ate the whole thing, I have to admit. And you know how usually on an appetizer you get a little itty bitty thing of dip and maybe 4 or 5 little pieces of bread? That's kind of what I thought. It's this huge plate. There was probably like 50 pieces of bread in this big thing of dip. Oh, for heaven's sake, it was a disaster. But anyway, once a year we splurge. So I opted not to eat the bread. I didn't have, they kind of bring a loaf of bread to your table. I didn't have any of that. I ordered a filet, and I also had a salad with it. So otherwise my meal wasn't bad. But even the filet, when I started cutting into it, it was delicious and it was really tender and yummy. But it was so seasoned and salted. At 2:30 in the morning, I mean, it actually woke me up. I was so thirsty. So I believe in my heart of hearts, because I did follow my diet program throughout the whole week, I think that I gained that pound because it was water retention from that diet. I had actually weighed in the middle of the week and I was down a little bit. So I really think that's what happened. So I am hoping that next Sunday, I'm not eating out at all this next week. Next Sunday, I'm going to have a dramatic weight loss because I'm basically going to have 2 weeks of following on the program, and just weighing at the end of the second week. Are you enjoying this video today? If so, will you give me a like or a thumbs up or share this video with someone you think might be enjoying it as well? I'm going to try to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And at the end of the year, if I hit my 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a brand new Presto canner to one lucky subscriber. So if you're interested in being part of that drawing, please subscribe today. Send me an email to homesteadpatch63@gmail.com. And I will go ahead and put you in the drawing. And if I can hit 10,000 subscribers, we all win. So let me share with you some of the positive things that took place as far as staying on the plan last week. Now, even being at my son's house and bringing dinner, buying dinner, making dinner, all that kind of stuff, I didn't really have a lot of access to the things that I normally would make. But I managed to stay on plan really well until yesterday. So for breakfast, I've still been eating those 15-gram Oikos yogurts. I really didn't, make all the eggs and all that kind of stuff. I tried to really stick with that. One night I had made them BLTs, and I picked up some potato salad at a local grocery store. I opted not to eat the potato salad. I just had the BLT, and I ate it on the sprouted grain bread, which I can have on my diet. So I had that. I think I had a yogurt with it. I had a couple string cheeses through the week. I really was just very easy the way I was eating. And then one night, because it was 2 kids, 2 grandchildren, and their little cousin was there, I decided to have a spaghetti dinner. When I made the spaghetti with all the pasta and the noodles, I actually took a spaghetti squash for myself and baked that for an hour, took out all the spaghetti squash and made my spaghetti with the squash. And then with that, I just had a salad, and I opted not to eat the garlic bread. So overall, I did really good following the plan all week. I tried a couple of desserts. One of them was that volcano chocolate muffin thing. I'm going to link it above if anybody's interested. It was delicious. And of all things, it was made out of golden flax meal instead of flour. And it was so good. It was like decadent. I really felt like I was eating, something really fattening. And it wasn't. It was actually quite healthy. For other desserts I did have a few of the Ninja Creamies, which I make out of either the fat-free yogurt, the higher protein yogurt, or the fat-free cottage cheese, the sugar-free yogurt. I'm going to link a couple of those at the back of the video if anybody's interested. But I did a good job following the plan. I do believe this week that I'm seeing water retention, so I am not worried about it in any way, shape, or form. I don't like seeing the number go up when I've been working so hard all week to get it down. It's very unmotivating, but I think I know why, so I'm okay with it. And the last thing that I want to mention is that I'm still down 13.4 pounds. So I'm happy, and I don't think that's a real number, but I'm going to live with it. I'm still very happy. My clothes are fitting looser. I can't say they're loose, but they are fitting better. And I'm just really excited about what's coming up. I'm kind of investigating different kinds of programs that I can go into as far as maybe towards middle or end of September for exercise and different types of things. So I just feel like this has been a really positive experience this month. This was 4 weeks on the program, down total of 13.4 pounds. I think that's really good for the first month. And honestly, if I could do that for like 5 months, I I would have all my weight off. So I am very motivated. I am also trying to think ahead, like of things that I can do after I lose this weight. I want to make sure this time that I do not gain this weight back. I don't want to take any drugs. I don't want to, I don't want to do anything out of the ordinary other than watch what I'm eating. So I'm think what I'm going to have to do is incorporate an exercise program that becomes a regular part of my routine instead of just a summer program. That's how my weeks went. I do think it was a successful Sunday weight loss, and it was a successful week. I hope that your week has gone as well. I hope that if you're on this journey or another journey for weight loss, that it's going really good for you. If you have any tips or things that you can share in the comments, I would really appreciate it. And we'll just see how it goes next Sunday. So thank you for joining me today. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.